Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now, that's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think Luke Shaw is a player who can really thrive here, Peter. I expect a lot of long diagonal passes from that deep left position, and he can make those long busting runs looking to provide cutbacks. So we've got a ball shifter and a chance creator all in one.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, nicely intercepted. Una.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
No, that's been intercepted. Unas. Strong running down that left flank. And he's managed to gift it back.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And it's Keita. Sarr. Keita. Looking for options for movement. Nice big header! Milinkovic-Savic!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Enzo Perez. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in. That ball looks a good one. So much time. Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Knocks it into space. Una. Decent chance! It's Keita! Milinkovic-Savic. And smartly reclaimed.
Sarr really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Visca. Now it's Visca, and he decides to cross it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now, can they get him away? Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Pablo Fornals. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? Can he finish? That's another chance. Goal, Milan! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And it's Correa. And he shoots! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blink. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Pablo Fornals. El Mali gets across to intercept that. Now, what about a counter-attack? Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Nicely weighted ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Has a look and place it forward. Keita. Cristante.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's a shot. He's had a shot! Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Milan get themselves into the lead. Unas gets flagged offside.
Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Now there's a fine ball. Aimed beyond. And the shot! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players...
Chance! Goal, Milan! And again they hit the front. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20, numero 8.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Il numero 25.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Attenzione, un cambio.
And he cuts out the supply.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Can he get on the end of this? A probing pass. Shag promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Weghorst. And here's the chance to counter. Bamba.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Dzeko.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
El Mali. Sarr. Weghorst. Perez gets a foot in here. Harit. Now it's Dzeko. Embolo. And this is Vardy. Cristante gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. And it's Embolo. Out towards the flank. And this is Embolo. Embolo finds himself offside. Now it's Embolo. El Mali.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now this could be a chance. Weghorst! No mistake! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
El Mali kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Correa. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Played down the flank, threads one in. Nice interception, well timed. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.